call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
Jean Matsumoto takes on Miles Johns this Saturday on the main card of UFC Fight Night. And this is a good fight between these two guys. You know, Jean Matsumoto is a rising prospect in the division, was 16-0 undefeated before his last fight against Rob Font, which he took on short notice. He was supposed to fight Chris Gutierrez a few weeks later, got pulled up to take on Rob Font on short notice. Lost it by split decision. You can argue he won it, but I think Rob Font squeaked it out, but either way, it was a very, very close decision. So taking on Miles Johns, who's been in the UFC for a while, so I think this is going to be a good fight, a good scrap between these guys. So Jean Matsumoto, 25 years old, so not even in his prime, 68.5-inch reach and 16-1. He's a jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai black belt, been training martial arts since he was like 6 years old, so very good striker, powerful punches, will stand his ground in the pocket and exchange, keeps his hands up high, and looks to throw counters while other guys are throwing. You know, he can take damage that way, but you know, very gritty to stay in that pocket and engage the way that he does. Not the best takedown defense at 57%, but he's able to stay defensively responsible when he does get taken down, get back up to his feet. He was taken down like 9 times by Dan Argueta in that fight, but worked up every time, was still able to push a high pace, move forward, and eventually got the guillotine finish at the end of the second round, I think it was, with a few seconds to go. So has a great chin, was taking some big shots by Brad Katona, some elbows, and was able to wear them and, you know, push through and win that fight. So very good, very well-rounded, still very young, not even in his prime yet. Miles Johns, he's 31, 5'7", with a 66-inch reach, and he is, what is he? 15-3. So both these guys have very good records, very solid records, but Miles Johns going to be 6 years older, going to be an inch taller, but give up 2.5 inches in reach. He was a state wrestling champion in Kansas. I think he wrestled in college as well, but I think he had an injury that caused him to quit. But has power in the hands, more of kind of like a one-and-done striker, throws a big right hand, maybe 2 strikes at a time, tends to get tired in fights, we'll see. Doesn't shoot tons of takedowns just because it seems like it kind of seeps the gas tank. He's kind of a muscled-up dude, very explosive, so not definitely a sprinter, not a marathon runner. More of a sprawl and brawl type of fighter, uses his wrestling defensively to keep it on the feet. Able to kind of keep guys at bay, and doesn't really get into brawl type of fights just because he can kind of get respect with his hands and always has the threat of the takedowns. But I'm going to go with Jean Matsumoto in this one. I think he's the better striker technically. I just think he's more dynamic, mixes it up much better with his kicks and his punches, extends his combinations with multiple punches. Whereas, like I said, Johns is kind of more of just a one-and-done type of guy. I think as Miles Johns is coming in and throwing those big strikes, I think that Matsumoto is going to be returning with multiple punches and just stringing them together, getting volume out there and getting the head on the feet early. I think he'll be able to deal with the power of Miles Johns, the right hand and the takedowns that are coming his way. Got good cardio, very skilled defensively on the feet and getting back up to the feet. And I think he'll just be able to kind of out cardio and just outdo Miles Johns in this fight. You know, Miles Johns, if he shoots too many takedowns, tries to make it scrappy, I can see him tiring out, and Matsumoto just kind of taking over technically. Jean has more tools in the toolbox. He's more well-rounded, so I can just see him using his overall skill set to kind of outpoint Miles Johns on the feet, or even get his own takedowns, because we've seen Miles Johns get taken down as well, maybe find the submission. But I'm going to go with Jean Matsumoto to get this one done. Thanks.